So there's literally no other system in Chinese metaphysics that deals with life force or chi or energy or vibration other than the subject of Feng Shui. Please bear in mind that Feng Shui is one of the 5 arts of Chinese metaphysics. In essence, Feng Shui is all about achieving balance of the life force energy. So chi, energy, vibrations, it just literally means life force energy. Based on your Batsi chart, you can see your life force in the heaven realm of your own Batsi chart. So in the top section of your Batsi chart, you will see the different elements. And because we know that not one of us have good life force qualities in all of its glory, because we have missing elements, clashes, punishments, resulting in our life force being more volatile, we want to use the Feng Shui in order to bring forth better life force for ourselves. So we do not necessarily only have to rely on our own life force. So Feng Shui talks about the life force from the environment. So if your personal life force is not strong, the goal is to tap into the life force from the environment in order to enhance it. So you're going to be positioning yourself in the Feng Shui areas in order to use yourself as an activator for that life force to enter into yourself. So in essence, when you are in the right position, there's no need to do any other kind of activations because you are already the activator. You're sitting on the throne. You do not need any other things to come and activate it for you. So please, from this point forward, stop chasing formulas to only want to enhance the wealth sector or enhance this sector or enhance that sector. But rather look at it, instead of limiting to what you can activate or can't activate, you can use all of them and activate them all. But maybe there's not much result from that yet because there's a limit to what you can activate, and maybe the position that you were using to start off with was wrong in the first place. But when you're in the right position, you're already activating that sector. So therefore, your positioning becomes super, super important, especially from this point forward for the next 20 years. So if you wish to tap into the energy of your environment, you need to pay attention to your heaven energy, which is your Batsi, which was given to you. It's your birthright. It is changeable. You can do with that as you want. Your man energy, which is the second part of the cosmic trinity of energy, is where you decide to act and manifest from. And your earth realm then becomes your Feng Shui realm. So in effect, you become the cosmic trinity, 3 in 1, heaven, earth, and man, in a combination where you can activate this using your own bum on a chair or on the floor. Why is this important? Because the change from period 8 to period 9 is going to involve a change. Let me just get my pen here in order to annotate. That is because of this moving line. Can you guys see this moving line? It is changing to a solid line. Oh, well, it might have helped if I had a different color there, hey? Let's try that one. No, that didn't work either. All right. But can you see? This is period 8 chart, and that is period 9 chart. This yin line is changing to a yang line. So it makes it very, very important to note that you are literally going to go through a huge transformation in relation to your earth Feng Shui energies. This thing known as Mother Earth, that is what is changing. That is the energy which is going to be changing for all of us, whether we like it or not. So Feng Shui rules only apply on this planet, thank goodness. And if you don't like the rules, go and stay on your own planet, okay? Like Joey Yap would say. Now, there are good locations on the earth, and then there are not such good locations on the earth, but every single location on the planet has good sectors and not such good sectors. It's your job to locate those good sectors. And in order to find good energy for yourself from the environment, there's two very important things and 4 steps which you need to consider. So if you're going to be looking for a house, for instance, this is very important for investment purposes, for future purposes, to rent. This is very, very important information that you need to know. So Feng Shui does not know whether, and neither does it care about your Batsi chart. That is very important. But Feng Shui does not care about your Batsi. Who you are, what you do, whether you own or whether you rent the place or whether it's your friend's house or your house. It doesn't care. Because Feng Shui governs your environmental energy and it's got an impact on space. So you're either going to use it or you're not going to use it. But from the yin perspective, we need to find mountains, beautiful mountains. From the yang perspective, we need to find water. Water needs to be moving, not ocean water. This can be a pond because water regulates our achievements and our wealth. So if you can't make money, what you're going to look for is water features in your vicinity. If you can't achieve anything, if you can't achieve anything in your life, it might be that you have an absence of nice water feature in your environment. So your quality of your achievements, if you do not care about these aspects and you do not want to achieve anything, then don't look for a house close to water. Go and look for a house close to a mountain, because the mountain is going to give you that fulfillment, the happiness, the health, the well-being, the relationship aspects, your positive mindset. If you improve yourself as a person, then you get the opportunities to go and find a place that is better quality Feng Shui, that has mountain and water. But if you don't have water, don't fret, then go for mountain or a slightly higher part in your environment. So literally, there's no place that's flat. Can you see that? I can't even draw a straight line. So there's absolutely nothing that is 100% straight. You either have a flow in and a flow out, or you have a flow down or a flow in. So if your house is located there, for instance, you're going to be receiving that energy as well as that energy. Now, you can see these, but that part there is lower. Doesn't matter. They're still higher there. So it becomes a little bit of a, how do I spot this mountainous if I can't see a real mountain? And it takes a little bit of training. But the easiest way to do that is to take a bucket of water, okay, and go and throw it out by your front door and see if that water is running away from your front door or if that water runs towards your front door. That's the quickest way to see whether you are bringing the chi in or whether you are flowing the chi out. And if you find your front door from your front door is running down, then maybe consider blocking the chi exiting your house and start bringing the chi in. So yeah, again, gray screen, guys. If your yin and yang is balanced in relation to your mountains, okay? Whoops, sorry. If your yin and yang is balanced in terms of your mountain and your water, what is going to happen is that there's going to be good Feng Shui. The health indicators from your environment is going to be represented by mountains, which is yin, and yang, which is water. The mountain would be considered yin because the mountain is still, it doesn't move. Water, on the other hand, constantly moves. It is more yang. You don't want gushing water. You don't want waterfalls. You do not want water features that makes bubblings and squirtings and lots of noise. Erica, do you remember in our academy, maybe you and Jenny both remember this, there was somebody who was saying, do a water activation in your bath as so-and-so advised, and she had this pump and was pumping all over the place, and it was like, oh my God, no. It was in her bathroom. Do you remember? In her bathtub. And we clashed. We clashed around that. This is why you do not want rushing water, because when something is rushing, it becomes too yang. You're basically clashing away the wealth. Both natural landforms, please. Man-made features are not that strong. It's just, if you can find this in nature, much better. So let's, for instance, step 2. So step 1 is identify. Step 2 is position. So if you're doing Feng Shui for yourself or for your client, if you have a lot of money and you want to focus on health and well-being, spending time with your family, time with your grandkids, then you want to find a unit in a new development that is closer to the mountain. Now, in this line here, you can see this line will be able to tap both into the water as well as into the mountain. But this area here does not have access to the water. It also has no access to the mountain. Is that all visible? So if in case you do not know, you do not need to know the facing location of this house to already say this is not a good Feng Shui house. Even if the house is facing that way, it's not seeing directly the mountain and it's not seeing directly the water. It will be seeing it from the sides. And we know that we do not want water or mountains from the sides, but we want it to the front or to the back of the property. Very easy way of looking at it, right? So for your client who's got lots of money, you find them a unit in that sector. If you're young, if you want to hustle, if you want to make money, work on your career, work on your work prospects, then you're going to find a unit located somewhere there. Still within the red band, okay, still within that red band, but closer to the water. If health is important for you, you want to stay in that red band, somewhere here, closer to the mountain, but you will still be able to also have support from the water. That way you get both at the same time. So this is the HER2 combination on the top. For those of you that have never heard about the word HER2, it literally means that this is the theory. Both of these things are theory. This is theory. Whoops. Sorry. Your HER2 says the theory of how energy works during different time periods. So for now, we know we are going to a time period 9. So all of the numbers here at the outside become very, very strong. And the numbers on the inside become not so strong. Okay? So if I superimpose that and say, what is the strongest element in period 9? I know it's going to be fire. And therefore, the outer little bits of this hurt too is going to be the combination that you want to look for. Don't worry if you don't understand. But since the outer group is more powerful, we are in period 9. The inner circle is not going to be powerful. So as the one is the one with power, it would therefore be the one which is more yang. So we therefore know that the stuff in the south, the stuff in the west, the stuff in the northwest, and the stuff in the northeast becomes the most powerful. Why? Because the 9 is there, the 7 is there, the 6 is there, and the 8 is there. So this section, this section, this section, and this section will be the most yang in period 9. So in Feng Shui, we talk about achieving balance. So you're going to look at the south sector. It is yang. So do you want to see more yang in the south, or do you want to see more yin in the south? Because this is already yang, what do you want to see more of in the south, guys? Yin or yang?
Yin.
Yin.
Mm-hmm. Who says they want to see more yang in the yang sector?
Yin.
Yeah,
Yin.
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 Because the 9 is already yang, in order to get a balance, we want to have a yin feature in the south, which is why yin is mountain. Do you see the practical application? So if that is yang, it needs to see a yin. If in the west it is yang, it needs to see a yin. If in the north it is what? Mm-hmm. Now north is already a 1. You can have a mountain in the north, but it is better if you have water in the north. Why? Because it's the opposite of south. So if I have a yang area and I put a yin feature there, in a yin feature, there, I want something which is more yang. Boom. Got it? Must I repeat? Are you all on my page, guys?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You always want to balance out what's already there.
Correct. So for the south, if I look at it, if I take this map and I put it over that, I will see, hang on. This one here is a yin sector. You see that yin? One is a yin. So that is the yang on the outside. This is the yin on the inside. So it's a yin feature, yin energy for period 9. Okay. So I want a yin to complete a yin. Okay. That is a yang. So I need a yang to complete it. This is a yin. So I have a yin. Yes. What do I need on the opposite side? I need a yang. I need a yang. So if I have water in the north, but no mountain in the south, is that going to comply to period 9 Feng Shui? Yes or no? If I only have water in the south, which is yin. Sorry. If I only have water in the north, which is yin, What do I need in the south to complete my picture?
Yin.
Yin or yang?
Yin. South. Yin.
Look here again. The outside box is yang. All the numbers on the outside box correlating to these numbers in here are yang. 9, yang, 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 right? So all the numbers on the outside are yang. They correlate to those sectors. Here, 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 and here. So those are all yang. Have I got a mountain there for yang? Yes, I do. Have I got a mountain there for yang? Yes, I do. Have I got a mountain there for yang? Yes, I do. Have I got a mountain there for yang? Yes, I do. Right. Now, I go, okay, next, what do I need in order to balance out? I need water, 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 water. So I need water, 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 water. Now I live in the south. What do I need to see on the north? Water. If I live with water in the north, what do I need to see on the south? Mountain or higher ground. Got it, guys? All clear? I know it takes a little bit of a, okay. Because you can't just take that thing and superimpose that over your house floor plan. But you can take this and superimpose it into the 9 squares, 9 boxes, and superimpose that over your floor plan. Or if you're going to be clever and you're going to be in VIP, SD is going to give you a compass and you're going to use the compass from now on, not draw 9 squares. In case you wondered, so we already know there's 2 important sectors for period 9. It's the north and the south. So therefore, your unit that you choose complies with the environment. But if you have a missing sector inside that unit, and as the most powerful sector is the south, you cannot miss the south sector in the unit. Does that all make sense? This is the, this is the most powerful for period 9. Do you agree? This one? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So if this part of a unit is missing, what are you going to miss for period 9? Power. You're not going to have power to get out over the hill. So besides the south sector, what you also cannot miss is your personal life gua sector. So this, if you are snake and dragon resides in the southeast. So if you are a snake or a dragon day master, you cannot miss this. If you're horse, you cannot miss the south sector. If you're monkey or goat, there, southwest. Rabbit, east. All clear? So on the top right-hand side of your personal Batsy chart, you remember I said you get your Batsy charts? Top right-hand corner, big number of your Batsy chart. What is that big number?
7.
Hmm?
7. 4.
7, 4.
7.
North.
Hi, north is a number, is that a number?
Number 1.
Okay. So quickly look on this map. That number which you've just given me corresponds to an area within your house. Hendrik, you should not be missing the north sector of your property or your house where you're living. Because if the north is missing, life force is missing from your environment. You cannot benefit from the life force Feng Shui from your environment. That's literally what it means. This is not flying stars, guys. This is purely elemental. So somebody else said 4. You cannot be missing the southeast sector of your house or your unit, or if you want to make sure that you receive good energy from your environment, you got to keep that sector relating to your life one nice, neat, tidy, packed, or beautiful. If it is a toilet, you make it the most beautiful toilet you've ever seen in your life. If it is a storeroom, you make sure you have the most expensive Tupperware storage containers in your storeroom. If it is a garage, it doesn't count. Okay? So the person's year animal sign, if you were born in the year of the goat, for instance, that would be a southwest sector. Therefore, the southwest sector can also not be missing. So you got 3 layers of information here. Number 1, north and south cannot be missing. Number 2, your life star, your life gua sector cannot be missing. And your year animal sign cannot be missing. So what are you going to do if it is? You're going to move. Where are you going to move to? A place that sees a mountain and some water. So for those of you that have not got the 24 mountain map, literally what I've said to you here translates to this. This you want to print onto a transparency and you want to put this over your floor plan. Let's say your house is somewhere, your house looks like that. Okay, I'm just drawing very rough. You find the center of your property. Whoops, no, that is a terrible drawing. My goodness. Okay. So you would put your floor plan. This would be the center, boom, of your floor plan. You're going to get this from drawing a square over your floor plan. Then you're going to draw a square over this and you're going to put this onto the same block. You're going to swing this around to get north 0. So if you know in your floor plan that north is here, you line this compass up with north over your floor plan and you can very quickly see from the rooms of your house which room should be your throne room. Now you know why I sit in the north, right? Why I refuse to sit in the south from time to time. However, when you now want to personalize that and say, I have a different goal, what I want to achieve, an ability which I want to bring forward for myself, I line myself up in these sectors of my house. When I start going through the industries, you might need to be inspired by the industry. You might want to use your power of influence at work in order to get them to start that aspect. Maybe you want to control the market in a way. Maybe you need some well-being industries, or being able to think more strategically, be more competitive. You would put your bum on a chair in these sectors. I will send you the extended explanations, guys, of these sectors in a PDF, and you can work out what is most important for you from there. It's just too much info to go through right now. Right. So why am I giving you this? Because in your Batsy chart, you will notice that some of your 10 God elements this year has gone up in percentage, and you will see that annually next year that will change again. So in order for you to use this information in the next 20 years, I'm not going to hold your hand. Every year you're going to plot your Batsy chart. You're going to see which one of your 10 gods is being most affected, and you're going to use this in order to utilize the strength from your own Batsy chart 10 gods. Okay. We already know that the old way of doing business is changing, and our higher skills are no longer the door to the good jobs and the incomes because of technology, because of global competition, destroying that middle class career sectors. So we do need to become aware of the new way of doing business. And I've already shared with you the power structure for period 9. And for the guys, again, I want to remind you, if you're not going to want to change and you want to remain who you are right now, then it's fine. But then please do not complain about a lack of opportunities in the next 20 years. And ladies, please do not assume that because period 9 favors woman power, you are automatically going to rise to the top. You need to still strut your stuff. You need to work it. You need to be more powerful. You need to become more capable. And I'm going to be sharing the industries with you very shortly. But before I do that, I need you to start to think about the industries in a different way, because we need to wear 3 different types of hats in order to make it work for ourselves in period 9. One is, even if you're an employee, you're going to learn about an area, you're going to participate at work around projects that involves that area, you're going to implement it into your work, you're going to change your company structure maybe if you can, as an employee in relation to the industry, which I'm going to highlight for you in terms of your own Batsy chart strengths. Secondly, you also need to become a business owner, or if you are a business owner, maybe to start or acquire a company in these fields to supply the infrastructure maybe, or the equipment, or the appliances, or the services to that industry. So let's say, for instance, you are currently working for a boss, you are working for a company, and your company is already supplying the industry for which is going to be the in terms of your own Batsy profile strengths. If they are already doing that, you can already see, aha, you are benefiting that industry as required from your Batsy chart. If you're a business owner, you can start to produce or teach maybe, or form collaborations with other industries in this area. Maybe instead of trying to do things with all 10 small people, join together and form a bigger team. An investor is easy. You research the industries, you invest in those industries, you give somebody else the money to start a company, a startup company maybe, or maybe you can go and buy one of those industries or start those industries even, because some of the stuff is going to need to be started up because it doesn't yet exist. But either way, think wider, start wearing different hats in relation to how I'm talking about these industries for period 9, using your Feng Shui from your environment. It does require you to think a little bit wider, guys. In order to take advantage of that knowledge, you need to get going with this. And you have got a little bit of time, but understand that once it is known in the market, everybody is going to be doing it. So you're getting a 6-month head start from this. So in order to look at those industries, we're going to refer to the top 3 of your 10 profiles in your Bazi chart. And then if you have any of these industries, you're going to pay more attention to those industries as a piece of advice or consideration. It's still your choice, but you're not going to get penalized if you choose not to pay attention to it. My job is to make you aware of it. My job is to give you the strategies and to show you how your environment can benefit you. Right. So before I go into the doorways to the industries, I'm just going to pause my recording again and start a new recording for those of you that are wanting to video number 3.